So what if Nisargadata was right? You're laughing. You're like, this is a non-duality channel. And Nisargadata is like the god of non-duality. Obviously, he's right. Well, yeah. So why don't you see it? What he says is so clear. He says truth is coming for you. It's so obvious. It's always right there. You let go of your attachment to the unreal, and the real will swiftly and smoothly step into its own. We're surrounded by reality. We're in reality. All of life is real and vibrant and alive. We just pretend that it's not. We pretend that our philosophies are more important than life itself. And why do we do that? Well, one of the reasons is because our philosophies are so complicated that we're able to take our brains and just go around and around and around and argue them. Like, one thing that's fun to do is check out some of the comments that I get in my videos. I'll be making some really simple point and it really makes people mad. And they start arguing one of two things. Either I've bothered them with something that, starting to crack open their shell, or they think they're the smartest guy in the room and nobody can tell them how to think or how to be. They already know everything about non-duality and truth and blah, 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 blah. You can't think your way to not thinking. You can't illusion your way into truth. This is what Nisargadata is saying over and over and over again. Give it a break. You're surrounded by truth all the time. You're surrounded by reality all the time. Go a step farther. You are surrounded by God all the time. You're surrounded by enlightenment all the time. You have to work to stay out of it, to not see it. You have to constantly have your brain churning, thinking in order to keep yourself from just noticing what's obvious. Now, there's a lot of reasons why we do this. We've been raised to be divided and to see ourselves as divided. And we live in a very divided world. Being a human being is a very complicated thing, especially being a decent human being, because you can't be a human being all by yourself. There's just, the loner just literally can't exist. Something is coming to you from outside. And so long as we refuse to see the connections between us and everything else, we're living in a state of brokenness. So we're raised in this state of brokenness, and then we kind of like flail around in it. So that's why Nisargadata just constantly says, who are you? When you peel away all the layers of what you aren't, what's left over is literally nothing but connection. What if that's true? What if you can see it? What if you can be it? You're floating in it. It's floating in you. What if that was your conscious reality? The second you step there, you'll see that this mind stuff is so small. Useful. I mean, that's what we use to, maneuver ourselves through our world. But so small. There's a way, way bigger reality waiting to welcome us all.